What up, guys? It's your boy GAB. You know what time it is? I remain Gab, the lonely step trader, man. Okay, I dropped this video, not quite. This was my last video on my channel. Okay, I did explain on how we could get into this trade. Alright, so actually, I didn't miss out. Alright, so I kept my arrow here as the target point. Right, where I'm supposed to like catch and start coming down. But remember, I mentioned that if I don't see any confirmation entry, any confirmations for my entry, then there'll be no need to enter the trade, right? Okay, so this is a 4 hours time frame. The illustration I gave out was on the 4 hours time frame, but I told you guys that I look for my entry on the 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and 1 minute, right? So I didn't miss out on this trade. Check my photo over here. Okay, I got it and I took the profit already. Okay, all right. So let me just illustrate how I got into the trade. All right. So this is the 4 hours. Let's go down to 1 hour. 1 hour here, you can see this area over here. This area over here, it's another area. You see, when I came down to the lower time frame, I realized that this area after it broke, it was tested like this on the 1 hour time frame. Let me adjust that stuff. Okay, so you can see. So after it broke, it tested. This confirmed this area as a new resistance joint. If you get what I mean, right? So then it started coming down. Then I realized that the only way I could get into this trade is through a pattern or candlestick confirmation. So I went down, I marked this area as my value point. This area, the whole of this area, let me mark it out so you can see what I'm talking about. The whole of this area, I marked it as my value point. I run most of my analysis on the trading view platform, right? I just copy and paste what I have on the trading view over here. If you get what I mean. Okay, let's get it. Let's get forward. All right, so then I went down to 15 minutes time frame where I realized that I've gotten the first and the second on this area. All right, this shit looks like an inverse head and shoulder, right? I know this whole line, the storyline here is to like, the moral is to get people trapped in the market, alright? Make them feel like we have inverse head and shoulder, then they'll be trying to buy over here. Those traders doesn't have any confirmation for the market, they just want to enter anyhow, right? So they'll be entering, all of them will enter here, so the market will put them in profit a bit, and what you see next is boom, take you down to the downside. So I saw this ascending pattern over here, and I realized that at this point I'm gonna get into my trade, just one position, and place my stop loss around this area just to be safe. Let's go down to the 5 minutes so you can see, get a clear picture. So around this area is clear. You see, guys, I don't know if you've been told before that in every pattern we have 3 phases, like 3 correctional phases, right? So this is the first one, this is the middle one, and this is the last one. And we have something we call impulse correction. If I should go down to the 1 minute time frame, you'll see clearly. All right, so over here you see impulse correction. So the impulse correction we have here, it's the same as what we have on the 5 minutes time frame, but some persons doesn't come down, they don't come down to this 1 minute time frame, but it's okay. It's okay. I like keeping my stuff simple. I don't like complicating stuff. Alright. So with this pattern alone, you can get into the trade, but I did not get in the trade over here. I got in somewhere around this area, right? I think it was around this area. Alright, so after I saw this top, I'd be like, no bro. The second one will make guys feel like they want to go up because of this pattern that looks like a falling wedge, and it will get traders trapped, then it will work its way down to the downside. So I got into the trade successfully, and I went back to the high time frame, like the 1 hour. On this area was where I managed my trade. So while the trade was coming down, I realized somewhere around there, I marked this somewhere around there, I realized that we have a joint there. Like, let's go down to 15 minutes if you can see what I'm talking about. Yes, like over here. But on the 1 minute and 5 minutes, it's so obvious that I had to mark it out. Like, I expected the market to break there, give us a kind of correction so I can get into the trade with another entry, but it didn't. Like, the market got angry, I must confess, and just brought us to the downside. Like, whoa, man, that was it. You can see, you can see that joint. It's not a joint that one has to like look away from, because see what's happening here. It's as a cost of what we have at the left side that's reacting here. If you understand what I mean, all right. So that's just a brief recap of the entry I took, and as you can see, no lie, no scamming, nothing here, man. Like, straight up, straight up, straight up. This is what we do here, man. It's your boy Gab. Peace.
People saying that shit, help me telling you that I'm crazy and the place, hold I guess.